In today's presentation, we will be focusing on ecosystems. By the end of the presentation, we will understand the elements that make up an ecosystem and the impacts organisms have on ecosystems. We will apply this knowledge by exploring ecosystems in Michigan and presenting our findings to the class. First, let's answer the question, what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a network of interactions among and between organisms and their environment. Organisms of one species form a population. From this picture, we can see there is a population of fish, lily pads, trees, hawks, and humans. Populations of different organisms interact and form communities. From this picture, all of the fish, lily pads, trees, hawk, and human are a community. Living communities and non-living environmental factors that interact form ecosystems. Here is a list of examples of ecosystems. This is not a complete list. There are many other examples of ecosystems. I wanted you to see the broad range of ecosystems that exist, ranging from deserts to tundra, forests to grasslands, and oceans to even a drop of water. The number of organisms and populations an ecosystem can support depends on the biotic, or living resources available, as well as the abiotic, or non-living factors. Some examples of biotic factors are plants, animals, and humans, and some examples of abiotic factors include sunlight, water, temperature, soil composition, weather, and climate. How might these factors influence changes in population size? For example, if it has not rained in a long time, there's not going to be a lot of grass growing because the grass requires water, an abiotic factor. This is going to affect the bunny population by causing it to decrease because they do not have enough food to support a large population. If the bunny population is smaller, that's going to cause the fox population to be smaller because they also will not have enough food to support a large population. Are you starting to see how everything is connected? Two types of organisms may interact with one another in several ways. They may be in a producer-consumer relationship, an example being grass, which is the producer, and a cow, which is the consumer. Another relationship is predator-prey, and an example is a mouse, which is the prey, and an owl, which is the predator. Parasite-host relationships occur when a parasite lives on or in another organism and causes harm to the host. An example would be a tick, which is the parasite, and a deer, which is the host. Some organisms, such as insects, may decompose another. Relationships may be competitive, such as owls and cats competing for mice, or mutually beneficial, which is called symbiosis. Some species have become so adapted to each other that neither could survive without the other, an example being the clownfish and the sea anemone. The clownfish feeds on small invertebrates that otherwise have potential to harm the sea anemone, and the fecal matter from the clownfish provides nutrients to the sea anemone. The clownfish is additionally protected from predators by the anemone's stinging cells, to which the clownfish is immune. Another example is the cecropia tree and ants. The cecropia tree provides ants with housing and food, and the ants protect the tree from other plants and animals. The ants will cut down any plant that tries to grow near the tree and bite any animal that tries to eat it. The ants and the tree are interdependent on one another. How might changes in one population affect other populations based on their relationships? All organisms, including humans, cause change in the environment where they live. Some of the changes are harmful to the organism or other organisms, whereas others are helpful. An example of a helpful change would be removing non-native invasive plants from your property so that native plants are able to grow and flourish. Harmful changes include overpopulation, species extinction, resource depletion, pollution, and climate change, which is affecting this polar bear's habitat. You can learn more about what is being done to manage Michigan ecosystems in your area by visiting the website below. Using the information we just went over, You will work in groups of 4 to research a Michigan ecosystem and harmful environmental issue occurring there. You will be asked to brainstorm and create a concept map about your assigned ecosystem and environmental issue, as well as develop a creative solution to the issue. You will share your information about your ecosystem, issue, and solution with the class by creating a PowerPoint presentation. Here are some resources to get you started.